It's the Black Knights and the Lions. All that and more coming up next.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now McCoy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 74 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Here's McCoy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. McCoy. Caught here by Conley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On third down, McCoy. He's got the hook up with Conley. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
This is what you got to do against a quarterback like him. You got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. But he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. McCoy. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 3rd and 2, McCoy. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They run a draw here on 2nd down. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react. and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time. While they're playing this one, they've got to take care of business first. Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCoy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything, nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And Detroit getting set to go now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing to start the drive. McCoy. Now he'll dump. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll set up a throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once. Maybe defensively now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2-3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that, guys. They're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go. And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCoy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Operating from the gun, McCoy. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit. Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is indeed good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Throwing to start the drive. McCoy looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Looking to throw on second down. McCoy over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
A lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, McCoy. And this one is incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCoy. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
London about set to take over on offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the BlackKnights have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
London about set to take over on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now McCoy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, McCoy. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. That brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw, McCoy. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. McCoy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
To try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out now come the Lions.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McCoy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 82. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. McCoy. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Face mask. Defense.
So that'll change things a bit. 15 yards added on. Going to put him on the other side of midfield.
And add on a shaking the head defensively because he got caught where his hand wasn't supposed to be, and that cost him 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. McCoy escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Pushes him over, and he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
67 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. McCoy finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. McCoy.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for our visitors,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.